unim say there is this okay any idea Jumedie kese bi bekoso ewo Church of Pentecost Kaneshi Estate Assembly eno eben Mothers Inn Ewudome roundabout and as a Kaneshi Polyclinic eho ena Kaneshi Estate Assembly asore dan no ewo na nyame ya adomo a Fire Conference 2024 baso theme no stretching for a better future, stretching for a better future. Date Saturday 28th September 2024 9 a.m. pepepe energy baso our Church of Pentecost Kaneshi Estate Assembly. It's a fire conference, one day event. Saturday 28th September. You have to be part of this conference, stretching for a better future. Fantastic theme and at that conference so into Munshan and so emfa emayen higher sempa FM we say Obi, good evening. The NDC led John Dramani Mahama will definitely win the 7th December elections and nobody can change the will of the Ghanaian people. Alfred Kojo Tradels and ono the way abrain Alfred yedase papa nyame inshaw ma yenhwani entwas we say Obi, please check this. This is Bono region. What evidence again should the Electoral Commission need? Okay, or the some document attach this particular message. I'll peruse the document now. Yashe ehwasem aka ma memfa syntax tank in komoda omode abai entwem na syntax tank se Ghana fo nyina enye krado. The biggest giveaway this year afi ena eba syntax tank ena de eba syntax esra 15 communities in Ghana na de ekwa won ze ema unsuo free water to 15 communities in Ghana. This is just to say thank you, Ghana, for making us number one. Syntex was the first to introduce double layer tanks in Ghana. You know that, right? Do you also know, sir, Syntex tank and yeba in so many colors. Into your tanks, no, and fahone color ope. Yebeye Ediamao were the first to also come out with inner white layer. You know that, right? Obianye be syntax and INT. When it is not syntax, they actually to our dream. If you are a community and you want to benefit from the syntax free water giveaway, just log into our social media handles at Syntax Ghana and nominate your community. Trick any, the more you nominate, the better chances of we coming to your community. And remember, it's syntax tank. Syntax is spelled SINTEX. No be any tanko, and your tank be out in the tank. The correct tank, a syntax tank. In the syntax tank, no, I just saw a strong, a tough. The Ghana Gaming and Lottery Awards 2024 Baso Ghana Gaming and Lottery Awards, syndicated entertainment solutions in collaboration with the Gaming Commission and the National Lottery Authority, presents the maiden Ghana Gaming and Lottery Awards 2024, an exciting night to reward and celebrate excellence in the gaming and lottery industry, highlighting the contribution of key players, innovation and best practices. Join us, cheer on the stalwart who have kept the game alive and your pockets filled. The Gaming and Lottery Awards 2024, Baso Friday 27th September. That's just this Friday or China. It's next Friday and Baso at the Alisa Hotel Ridge at 6 p.m. For further inquiries, call Emanuela on 0546 679 940 0546 679 940. Where Ghana Gaming and Lottery Awards 2024. It's the first of its kind, really. Afina yadibi air backcraft. If you are there, Baso Alisa Hotel Ridge in the Munshan and so you need to be there to cheer on the players who are committed to excellence in the gaming industry. Now, your security service company be provided, our private security services. You're from Zipline Security Services Limited. Zipline Security Services Limited. Now, you do almost one more Juma Emma Manfo Bibre. Now, it's a wood yeme. company no ewo Madina behind Redco Flat e hono mo no mu recruit in the mo amusi mu nie adwuma ye no mesrem ani die mu a you assume ne tie we ne tie ne ye emame omo pe account officers, omo pe assistant operational managers, omo pe patrol supervisors, and omo pe security guards. In this when you have to send your CV to this email info@ziplinesecurity.com, info@ziplinesecurity.com. And that's a friend 0203 018 666 0203 018 666 and at 0204 876 999 0204 876 999. Deadline for application is 5th October 5th October and deadline no day ashe in the bomarding say what the application and as I would receive no ebeko na onso wetimi enya adwuma yi ebia asem hia pa anti monhye ne so emayen Bella cake say wuni bi da me kamfo e de amount unya Bella cake now the American cola e wona esewani ensa wo katre Bella cake no will melt with its rich natural cocoa amount perfect balance e da wo ketre maso a esewani ensa wo katre into monhye ne so mame. It's really the perfect way to brighten your day. You go get yours at a nearby shop or restaurant and have that perfect day. Cheers to my new friend Bella cake hunkomo and a midi at the tremo unya American cola at the wana enye easy. Now unim say Ghana's premier, in fact the only 5-star hotel in Ghana, a Labadi Beach Hotel. It's also your CIMG Hospitality Facility of the Year 2023. Labadi Beach Hotel at another exciting edition of the biggest beer festival in the world, Bremo. Your friend the Oktoberfest Beer Festival 2024. Performing live in Ghana will be the Bayern Boys Band, all the way from Germany. To come catch all the fun with German traditional food and beer at Adesa Pavilion, Labadi Beach Hotel on the 4th and the 5th of October 2024. For further inquiries and reservations, please call 0249 532 866 0249 532 866 and that's 0244 747 670. This event is proudly supported by Brussels Airlines, Joy FM and TV3. Oktoberfest Beer Festival. Come, let's party. Into the idea enigisem and ebekoso ho bia edene ho shame. Mamifa we ntwem na famima Kofi Tonto akwaba. Adanse Travels say omo any multimedia group and a Cal Bank akabum yede the 2024 Cal Bank Trade Summit Bremo. It's aimed at empowering businesses and opening doors to international trade opportunities in Turkey and Dubai from October 25th to November 5th 2024 in the 2 weeks. Over the course of the 2 weeks period, patrons will have the chance to explore new product, forge partnerships, and gain valuable insights into the trade dynamics of Turkey and Dubai. Unim said, Summit will enable a unique opportunity for businesses looking to expand their horizons and tap into lucrative markets, be to say Dubai market, then a Turkey market. It is a startup company, we a company we established, but I say ugro unyi na we explore new markets Turkey and Dubai. You have to be part of this trip, a business trip to trade summit bekoso Dubai and Turkey. For numbers is when you want slaughter akan isra 0270 302 245 0270 302 245 and a 0261 513 534 0261 513 534. Cal Bank, forward together. Now only one into me in the Sawoso. There is a fantastic conference via Ebebaso. The annual conference of the performing art, ACPA 2024. The annual conference of the performing art, ACPA 2024. Ebebaso 2nd and 3rd October. In the next week, 2nd and 3rd October. The National Theatre of Ghana, under the auspices of the Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture, presents the annual Conference of the Performing Art, ACPA 2024, with the theme, We Have Value. We Have Value. The 2nd October conference is bringing together all stakeholders in the industry to discuss issues on policy and proper mechanisms to drive the industry towards positive impact on artist livelihoods as well as socio-economic growth. It will then be followed by an awards night on the 3rd of October 2024, where stalwarts in the industry will be recognized and appreciated. In the dates, 2nd October 2024, an all-day conference, and we are going to talk policy. Now, 3rd October, and awards night, Darren, keynote speaker, Honorable Andrew Ejapa Mesa, Minister of Tourism, Art and Culture, venue, National Theatre of Ghana. Attendance, free, you just have to register. Oko website, acpagh.org. No wakwa register. Ope se ofre any edi hun common so anase poza we vendor oba exhibit on yoma ewo hwa fre 0244 698 917 0244 698 917 na oni in komanase 0548 299 003. The annual conference of performing art is powered by the National Theatre of Ghana and partnered by Accra City Hotel, Volta River Authority, Tema Oil Refinery, Ghana Tourism Authority, Stanbic Bank, Africa Legal Associate, Adom TV, Adom FM, Joy FM, and a Joy Prime. Omunyina Airboani, the conference, Airpremo, Intermontion and so. Am I Kofi? Akwa Banet saying.
Obi mejo so bibi abokole
edanyame ase bibi ekoye
obi won say ye tema motorway ne de
tema motorway and say omo karte sword na say
so won say
contract na site
Maripoma
ono na ye ade oye 10 lane in Sawem kwan no
10 lane
Ofanko Nsawem na anya sa
Ofanko 33 kilometers from us Ofanko to Nsawem 10 lanes 4 interchanges bridges, overpass, underpass.
Okay.
The longest a year. Since Ashaman to Akosombo.
Okay.
Baby Akosombo Junction. 64 kilometers. And also dual carriage.
To Akosombo.
Will be the longest dual carriage in the nation's history. 64 kilometers.
I don't know. More by na contractor.
I shall say. It started a year or two ago. Debt restructuring is easy.
Okay.
So it's renew again. 64 kilometers.
Okay.
I be a 2 be a 3 with interchanges all the way to Akosombo. Pokuasi to
Adenta to Dodo one. So it's a double lane, right?
Double lane. And San Kaswa to Winneba, and also with interchanges.
Kaswa to Winneba is a double lane.
Double lanes to Winneba with interchanges. In fact, the idea is to extend it to Takrady.
Okay.
But that part of it, Afina, Minister of Finance and the Minister of Roads, negotiating. And I want him to say, Kumasi Accra road dualization. One say, Poku of Ankotu and Sawam. If you could joke room ko kan pejwa de ayeye dada on say no o transfer on total hono kona ayeye dada now you could draw a pejwa then you go back on the one single lane and also from apejwa hono all the way to Ejoso resurfacing na abane resurfacing ni nyina from apejwa single lane no or resurfacing ni nyina from apejwa junction to Ejoso.
Meaning say hono double lane.
Double lane. That old stretch no be there.
Okay.
Remember I say double lane no, on the bypasses.
Okay.
The 4 bypasses Osino and Yinam Inyirisi and then Konongo Ejoso.
In the offer single lane is now will be main town and where you bypass.
So the single lane from Apedja to Ejoso near 164 kilometers. Going to be resurfaced to modern road and Sana bypasses no. So basically you dualize it from Kumasi, from Ofanko to Accra to
Kumasi.
Abani dualizing with just patches BKK and a single
lane.
Yeah. Goes to show, apart from Tamale to Fawaz constituency cry the Mirefi. There's I forgot.
Okay.
Zabzugu.
Sa
no yeah. You can go and see. I've used it myself. And this government, history will be kind to this government in terms of Akwan. 64 kilometers or Obi from Ashamai all the way to Akosombo. Now who design? I have the design on my phone. Who design now? And I won't say tema interchange now what tema no.
Tema motorway interchange.
Yeah. Once a the next phase.
Oh, okay.
And also it's almost done. I day another level asato so. The bridge no mo dey atoso akase omo be asphalt so. And also ko obi a otie me bia Kofi Ofosu in cancer page obehu the updated pictures there. Unim say wager STEM school near we.
Wager.
Abanye si wager.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Across STEM school.
Yeah. No. You're East Legon there.
Oh, okay.
East Legon there no war. Just before the police station.
Just before East Legon police station. Okay.
Just before the underbridge. On the underbridge. So no say yatre underbridge. Be another bridge.
Sure.
Underbridge.
Sure.
Just before that, a Hona across STEM school no one. East Legon one. And a wage and so the 98%. And also Kofi Ofosu cancer page. I'll be who pictures in this year. From scratch, STEM school in the capacity of a university. OSHA infrastructure now is almost like a university. This will be one of the 10 STEM schools at Banwe. Someone say flower pot, and so we are just about completing the flower pot. Yeah. Basically, free cantonment bar. Unya tra Major Mahama now froze airport straight to East Legon. So now from cantonment to East Legon can take you about 10 minutes or 15 minutes max. No. And then Tema motorway. Tema motorway na 10 lanes. 10 lanes, from end to end near 19.5 kilometers. 6 of the 10 lanes in the concrete. So in Siana won in Finfino, Nina be concrete
road.
To say the papa and Chromayen and the pepper. In fact, we are using the same type of cement.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll have about 4 interchanges so that now we bet me done when ni. The man so free time back and crying maybe I be binti or go back. You don't have to go all the way to the end.
Sure.
There will be an interchange for you to go back. And then the 2 outer lanes, will be asphalt. So 6 concrete, 2 outer concrete. I mean, sorry, asphalt with about 4 interchanges as well. Now, you have remodel Tetekwashi interchange. That project, part of it is to remodel Tetekwashi interchange.
Oh, okay.
And then it will continue from Tetekwashi interchange all the way to New Plan. Ebefa hotel now on the same. Fiesta Royal. The phase 2 of that project will remodel that stretch in the Abefa BC New Plan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes. This is what this government is doing. This government is changing the face of this country. Where your roads are, they may match you with trim crack. They can endorse me can be brave, but for now, Obi him say one problem NDC for sorry or mokana cocoa tonnage above from na hwan no.
Yeah.
Unim say aban we edua 73,700,000 cocoa trees.
In 15 who result ana.
Say on the cocoa maturation time no about 3 years or so and so no start here fruit no. Ti aban starte bibi a friend of cocoa rehabilitation program. On say cocoa no esoa be 10 15 20 years and nemu ahoden ni nyina ye asa. Enti ekufo ado aban adwuma oye ne say obekate all the old cocoa trees now say fruit no enye enough no. That is part of what we call the cocoa rehabilitation program. Me no ka say Obi 67,000 TNO 67,000 hectares of land and a yaya rehabilitation kokwa ye twa ye dua no foforo no 67,000 hectares hectare bia no ye dua 1,100 cocoa trees on a hectare. Enti sa why 67,000 hectares and now multiplier and on amount 73,700 I mean 73,700,000 cocoa trees.
Okay.
Now sa cocoa we ye twa ye dua ni nyina ye nyanwe yo we kra de ne kese kra na aban ni guso awoy. Enti what's going to happen is in the next 5 years aban no be say twam 1 million metric tons etc. I say nkofo no sorry a and aban cocoa production reduce and I say majority because cocoa na ye beto ye no dodo na no a level na hoden eno nti na aban ni twa ne nyina agu no asa adua no foforo.
That's our project no cocoa board shares here a check kakra.
Oh, how many just saying?
Oh yes, almost started omo ye replanting cocoa trees no. Achekaka. That's because me kaisa me interview on that project about 4 or 5 years ago. I remember say in 2020 yakoye Ekosiisen was actually also.
Okay.
And your course actually also as part of constituency.
Now sir Obi, in 2020 crying for man. My di kan catch us say time a wu cocoa so mfaso no is 3 years onwards.
Yes.
Into year 2020 cry na is still within the time frame. In year 2024 ni wo. Enti no afe na emfasode no be den e be sha aba in the next 2 years no and na the edi kan and I remember say udua enye ni nyina 67,000 thousand hectares now be dua ni nyina 1 year. It's a progress. So a progression. So e bia be dua first 20,000, no dua second 20,000, no dua third till the first 20,000 e be so in 4 years second 20,000 no so be progress ya konanim. It will take about 6 years for you to see the full maturation of that rehabilitation program. And then I'm a person me catch or say you do 73 million cocoa trees. Now when him say as part of
but the biggest challenge in so or more because of mining into mucha cocoa trees mining.
I don't know. Yeah, or more free say or benya mfaso boom and no dey main discount to the fact that there are instances. I am telling you, say me try me cocoa egu. That's because be an amfaso a minya nisese no. E wo form kra. Enti sa aban be ka kire me say obedua cocoa no foforo. Na udua cocoa no am de aban ne ye. Aban ne dua bode ka ho. Enti as part of the rehabilitation 73 million cocoa trees na ye dua no. Ya say dua 73 million plantain. Body enko ayedua no 73 million. For every cocoa tree I will be cutting no. This is what happens. O kati cocoa tree baako, o be dua cocoa tree baako. No dua body baako, no dua economic tree baako. Economic tree no e be ye mahogany, ofram, odum. These are some of the economic trees. Into every cocoa be I will be cutting no. O be dua cocoa na nkasa back. No we dua body back. No we dua one economic tree back.
Asempa FM.
Economic trees are yet CCA about 500,000. Last year, the program has some challenges kakra because of the harsh condition. To some of the cocoa ni bo say the dua no ha say replanting. No. I am telling you some of the things are by way ya. E bia hu faso no ene. Tina mi di kan ma wa kwan ya is going to change the face of this country. Baby, I Ghana ni na wo koto aba. Ubehwe de na wu nko adabi. You'll be making a mistake. When you are voting, you look at your current circumstances, of course. But you must look at the future. And until na metre Ghana for adwene say for the first time in the next 2 years, usimu wo eye nkran se wo Kumasi. Literally 2 hours you should be in Kumasi. Because of the kind of infrastructure abayeden so we simu and cry say Takradia in the next 4 years or so no literally about 3 hours or so you should be close to Takrade Usim wa shama na uko Akosombo, the time will be cut down by over 1 hour. Apart from the travel time I reducing no. Now you're protecting lives no. We are changing the face of this country. So now just imagine say we free kan ko Akosombo. Obefa a 10-lane motorway so. No akofa a super modern interchange was our interchange na here so. No akofa a 64-kilometer motorway and a highway so to Akosombo. What is more modern and what is more advanced than that? That is the Ghana we are building. And nothing I make a say go to Weja and go and see the STEM schools overlooking the river. When we pictures no. The school is overlooking the river. That is the Ghana we are building. And then Obi me no ka say aban we are investing 140 billion not cedis. My producers in your calculation, mommy. 140 billion divided by 16. Me pese me hu dollar equivalent.
That's 140 billion dollars.
Yeah, cedis. Sika man they are
investing in education
in the last 8 years. It is almost the same amount of money. Yede yakwaji wo Eurobond. Say Eurobond yaji about $11 billion
since under the MPP.
$11 billion. So we strike average of the exchange rate. We then strike exchange rate no crowd to about 11 cedis over the period. And I then strike it to bear 10 cedis over the last 8 years. Because your time in a year 16. A good chunk of it was for something. So you strike it crowd it drew 10. That's about $14 billion of investment in education alone. Ghana ni awutie me ma obi nada. This is how much this government has invested in education. And go and ask Kofi Asare of Ghana Education Watch. The report or the buyer from 2017 to 2022, this government had invested 100 billion cedis in education. But we strike an average of about 18 billion expenditure a year. Now the 2 years in the we are looking at 140 billion in education. Obi mamen ka asem wanwa bi nchiro. Tama na ye papa Nkrumah ye president. Now ni ye population.
6 million.
About 5 million. Yeah. They rounding about 6 million. Tama na ye papa Nkrumah ye president, the first president of this republic. Unim the number of people Akufo-Addo were training in free SHS. As of end of academic year,
5 million.
5.7 million. As of the end of 2023 academic year, now you're training 5.7 million. And here they are about 800,000 for the next academic year. We would have trained about 6.5 million Ghanaians. That will be more Ghanaians than under President Nkrumah. Akufo-Addo alone are educating more Ghanaians than the entire population under President Nkrumah. This is the legacy we are talking about.
Asempa.
Tieniye Ghana ni bia wutie mi se tieniye. Akufo-Addo alone amma enipa 6.5 million education just free SHS pay. Yemfa BEC ya wade the test near okoye exams here they are checking in ho. Just free SHS alone.
Yeah, that's secondary education.
Secondary education alone. 6.5 million by the end of his term. That is more Ghanaians than under President Nkrumah. The entire population under President Nkrumah. Now be unim bibi. Time anaya papa President Nkrumah he did his best. But imagine say nanka every Ghanaian under that time of qualifying age in your education. Do you know what would have happened or what would have meant today? Well, meant say your GDP will be about 3 times the size. Because statistics and research me who say the more educated your society, the higher your GDP. It will mean that this country would have been far more advanced than it is today. And Kenai, you're 100% literacy. Do you know why? Because research has shown say an educated parent is likely to educate his child or her child. And Kenai, you're a fully literate society. So what Akufo-Addo has done now, the Akufo-Addo ayen neno. What it means is that in the next 10 to 15 years, max 20 years, Ghana will be a fully literate country. What is more powerful than that? And to me, mami awokotoaba, me papa awokotoaba, me see, you can look at your current circumstance, all right, but look at the future. Kendinia ni shisheya wadi egu akwemu esisa Ghana dachi, esisa wuma dachi, esisa wuma madachi. This is the leader we are talking about. Changing the face of this country. Koswame interchange na here. It's a 4-tier interchange with about 6 overpasses. The free Anomanyimba, the free Bantameba, the free Krofromuba, the free Tafoba.
Asempa FM.
In the next 3 years, that face of Kumasi, se nyame ya dominate me twaswa Bokrom runabout. Bekwai runabout. Araga. That will change the face of this country. So now no free in crying ebedru Kumasi a ya dualize wa sadwa bedru Aroga interchange. From Aroga to Bokrom runabout, just about 5 kilometers or so, and also another interchange. From Bokrom runabout to Krofrom, another about 7 kilometers or so, another interchange. That will be the face of this country in the next 3 to 4 years.
But Ashanti region for said these were promises you made to them for this term.
Obi. Mamenka Swami runabout assembly.
Yes.
Aban ko se okope Bosia. Bosia na aban ko pe no nsa kan. Anyame amfa kwam na COVID ni sa nema ni nyina bae. And the challenges we got. So a hold was put on the money. So even for Aban to even begin the construction, so sikana Aban ko pe na ankasa no. Na hold on it. To the Aban and say Obekaya last year kwaji 700 million be from African Development Bank. And Aban say any ye momunumu bosia ni emfa nhye sa adwuma na se. Na mrepemu no yetimi de aye de say. So we have to go back Parliament, do all the rearrangement, whatever we have to do to make sure say we can start the Swami interchange. So nya buapayo. If you look at the 12,830 kilometer road network Aban we ya Ashanti region, they were the most, over 2,000 kilometers, even more than Greater Accra. Even more than Greater Accra. And be a certain monumental projects be a na ye pesi be ya or how be beto ye kwan mu na ye ntimi anye ne ntem so. It doesn't mean we are not going to do it. Go and see the Ekosiisen Swami. We are committed to it and we are going to do it.
But would the people of Ashanti region believe you? Say more this explanation.
Why not?
Why
it's
should
about
they?
the sincerity of your answer, the honesty in it. They can do the research. They can do the research. And then they Ekosiisen Swami.
But when they also tell you, say, okay, where you Kosovo Swami,
yeah,
by any comparative analysis, where your region, where you city, your mamo, the most votes and when you to win elections. In the year, share the Ekosiisen Kumasi, they compare the Ekosiisen one kind.
Who says one you careful the mistake you make in say, you look at Ashanti region as Kumasi alone. That would be the mistake. Medical culture say, so far the total road network of 12,830 kilometers, Ashanti region they were the most. It is all for Kumasi Nkwan. Obey mistake. Because the region is bigger than just the capital city.
Yes.
The investment you are spreading across the region. And the NABA Kumasi for here setting monumental road infrastructure. The challenges are in
that's Ashanti region.
Yes. Okoha through the barter trade I acquire with Sino Hydro. Haven't we done that, for example? Say Nikumase.
Yes.
But yenye. Now no na me kobinya a Jennifer Queen. Mami yi ewo Kochi. Ena ufa Santase Kwan so you see the stretch what they are doing there. But driver need the wo mu back road bi. Obi Eni Kumasi Kromo, me nim baby poti. I think say Santasi a pre ho baby no ade ekofai. Go and see what this government has done there. For any kwashe. Amian kwanta
to Obuase.
for any kwashe. Ni nyina ni Kumasi. But is it not Ashanti region? And you have to look at the totality of investment in the region. And no na bemu who say aban no de mfasodie aba region ni mu anase wonfa mfasodie ma region.
On an earlier point you made, lawyer Edujita Maklo says, Obi, the overall cost of free SHS from September 2017 till date is just 12 billion Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
Actual releases is 7 billion Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Outstanding arrears of 5 billion Ghana cedis. Policy analysts use marginals to assess impact of policy. With or without free SHS, we had secondary education. Real impact is to look at the incremental numbers. The analysis Kofi is making is voodoo analysis. Tell him to stop.
You see,
Edujita Maklo.
You see, Obi, the voodoo logic of Eduji is that Eduji forgets that they no obeko any they no ntimi nko I know mu nyina ekọ no ye de hwan sika na twa omuka.
Aban ni sika.
So what is his point? They no obeko any they no ntimi nko a ne nyame ado mu nyina akọ no. Ye de Eduji sika na twa omuka na say ye de Ghana aban sika na twa omuka. Is that a Ghanaian investment or not? So what is the point? The point is, you see, aban wa resources. Aban say resources in the educated Ghanaians. The question is, Ghana ni akra no whether we sikani na we hiani no aban educating na so we educating no. That is the question. So what is the voodoo? His logic is rather voodoo. Because we are looking at the investment. The investment. What investment has the government made? And the fact is, whether you sikani, whether you hear ni, Aban has invested in you in terms of free SHS. Is that yes or no? Obi Buza.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. So where from this? You can look at the incremental to see omu ananka omu falling through the cracks. Anka omu nya benefit. You can look at that as a separate analysis. Sanka nya free SHS anka nipa we no Komunya education. You can look at that number. Then you look at the investment in the Ghanaian. Total investment in the
But
Ghanaian.
I think his argument, and it's if free SHS has led to some people and community that number would be the impact of the policy.
No.
Because without that policy, and still among for the school.
When you are analyzing impact,
Yeah.
you are analyzing the usage of the dollar and what the dollar did
The city in this case.
in CD.
Yeah.
What did the CD do? The fact is, they are no bet me a triano. CD ni triama na say and triama no.
A chairman under free SHS.
Sukuna ye see bi kan ho no. Eye impact ana nye impact.
Impact.
Teacher na ye fa bi kan ho na ye impact ana nye impact. Laptops na ye de man na impact ana nye impact. That is why I'm saying so you can disaggregate the argument and look at those who couldn't have gone. But it doesn't change the fact that anybody and every child who benefited from this free SHS has actually benefited. Dabi sikani no ni sikani ni bano nya Ghana ni. Sikani ni bano obi nyame ya adom. Na sabe wo yire kowo a okoduru hospital abebusa ne say free SHS now you sikani ba now you hear ni ba ne ma. Would you ask that question?
No.
Police ni Accra no. Soja ni no. Accra na obeba be ye panyi kandini bi de aboa wo man no. Na wo hospital na wo hia bibia. Wo bebusa say wo free SHS na wo nya bi na papa ye sikani na papa ye hia ni. What will matter is that that child has education. So it's neither here nor there. It is impact. And nunti na make us say me mami a wutie me, o papa a wutie me.
Mate.
Now no papa me penyi o se ne ma na sefo nson bantima. There was a video. I said me masefo nson. Me nananom enson ne na me aya adom o mo so etimi akosuku ne bi. Edwin can't tell me. The 60,000 young people are not more TVET education. And then because of free TVET in Tiako drew 100,000. Does it matter? The TVET institutions are yesibi or pechi, yesibi or yinem, ashamai, dansumai. Ya equipping with modern equipment, does it matter? Does that amount to impact or not?
Kofi Mamena na men komra Ekosiisen so ha ya Sempa FM. Yeah. Anthony Nupe no ba studio ha che papa. 0548 443 523 0548 443 523. That's our WhatsApp number. 0548 443 523. But the National Christian Men's Forum, a grouping of men's fellowships in Christian churches, invites all men's fellowships in Accra to a one-day prayer session dubbed Men at Prayer. Now, details in the Airbaso Saturday, 28th September 2024, which is this Saturday. Venue near All Saints Anglican Church, Adabraka, behind the Holy Spirit Cathedral, close to Kwame Nkrumah Cycle. Yeshas here 9 a.m. near 12 p.m. Also invited are members of men's fellowships in worker organizations, including the Armed Forces, Parliamentary Christian Fellowship, Fire Service, the Police Service, and the Immigration Service. The National Christian Men's Forum is an initiative of the Full Gospel Business Men's Fellowship, which is in fulfillment of its mandate to, one, bring about greater unity in the body of Christ, and two, to help believers to be baptized in the Holy Spirit and to grow spiritually. So come and let's pray. We are a Full Gospel Business Men's Fellowship, Jumedio Makofaba, which is the National Christian Men's Forum, Emema Asia, and they are lifting a prayer unto God. It is dubbed Men at Prayer. Men at Prayer. 28th September, I mean they are All Saints Anglican Church in Adabrakanti. In sorry organizations are more men's fellowships, more ememeku ewomunu yenyina ye boom na ya bompa, and you need to be part of this one. Mema Anthony Nupenu akwaba na afi madane me ho aba na mashase won ho na afi yetiedi ono so the airplane. Anthony akwaba saying
Enya obi na also.
Na dey hu wache sa. At the campaign nkwenti.
Obi neba. Anthony Riba Obi. Obi.
Anthony Nupenu. Chale me hu wache ma feel brutal.
Ya me adum ye hu ye na also.
Adom.
Jumana na e bo nti e.
Me metimi hu.
Ye bi no ya retire to your foot.
Organization. Is your work form?
Jai communication, my communication forum. Kakra e baba bo afọ.
Oh man, wa fam ba ko. Kakasunanka na boko.
Enye kakasunanka na.
Nede. Kakasunanka.
Yeah.
E hoboko.
E hoboko be ya dadi bonkata manso e dedin.
Sa electorally amu wini.
Oh yeah, wini what the 18 electoral areas no.
In bonkata manso.
Oh yes.
MPP wini ba ko.
Oh mu wini ba.
Not even one electoral area.
They can't win any electoral area in the constituency.
Hey.
Oh. Out of the 257 polling stations, the about 20-25 betcha.
They are kind of moving.
Oh, of course.
Meaning that seat is still remaining green.
Of course.
Bonkata
is more greener than even before.
Hey.
It's more greener.
Now say MPP for candidate or MC na.
No, one young man, me junior or GHS, a friend William Asante.
William Asante.
Yeah, David ni younger brother. David Asante.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Okay. But someone want maintain more candidate now.
Oh, of course, yes.
They are in the campaign. They now when you say barrier. I was on my hopes in any
David. No, Pongana Manso is non-negotiable for the MPP. Even the Greater Accra region, where are they even green? Almost strongholds in our folly.
Hey.
Oh, you see a shocker in
Greater Accra
December 7.
You are saying Domeko Abenya will turn green?
Look,
Adenta will be green.
That is the biggest
Madena
shocker.
Will be green.
You see, that's the biggest shocker people will have in this year.
Domeko Abenya.
Watch that place very carefully.
It will turn green.
Obi, Diamika say, no constituency is a safe constituency for any political party when it comes to fresh election.
Yes.
But one month to need Juma we no.
And the
betcha say you are winning this seat, you are losing this seat. MPP in Greater Accra knows very clearly say
they will struggle to maintain a seat.
They will struggle to maintain their strongholds that they claim.
Hey.
Yes.
Na say unim strongholds ne de.
Enye nia
Ablekuma West.
Enye nia Kofi betina ha kekanu.
Ablekuma West will turn green. Ablekuma North will turn green.
No, what investment have we done in the life of the people there? That tells the because you see the biggest suffering we as political party always suffer here the 8-year cycle.
Yeah.
Your core members will not even bother going to vote.
Apathy be set in.
Exactly. That is the problem.
Because ebi mo buefu, ebi mo ni when nya bibi.
Ono we kunu so ye MPP ni. Onko to my NDC.
Ba on twaba.
Onko to. That is the first hurdle you need to cross. Now, omo so omo fifia, omo shape the political dynamic based on programs and policies and the credibility of the candidates. I also watch and say, Nano yetete call uka A B C D.
Oh, by went to
me. Epo unye no akwa A B. Enti den echere. So, wo precinct no ene no, wa ho fama oni ye, obobre, any the way out no, you can appeal to the heart and the minds of those people. And that result, we've charged all our candidates to put across to make sure say we exhibit high level of credibility and honesty in the governance that we want to bring. You need to show your electors that you want to provide leadership. So, person you're a member of parliament, you are a Kwesa development agent. But the leadership that you provide will show the people say, we are Nipa. That is it. And for me, I'm highly optimistic that this year's election, Niamunti that were Greater Accra no better.
In this 34 seats were Greater Accra and NDC Kremu saying
Kremu 20
and MPP were 14. And they are saying it's a more G or more 14 in
Minka say G14. We can't win all the seats 34. But we are going to make giant stride that no political party has ever made. In
the 20, you are only going up. More 20, no?
We are moving ahead. We are not declining one. Yes. MPP should be aiming at some 9 or 10 seats.
Hey. Oh, Greater Accra region.
I know they are going to use a lot of cash, which almost started. Because Mahmudu Baomiana Greater Accra say Amfasikani Bas and Kosi Hua Nipamba.
Oh, now some say they are not basing people anywhere. Special aid to the vice president.
Now who expect Kofi? Some can say they are basing people. You don't expect Kofi to say it. But the reality has been all over. Everywhere they've gone, Omo point send Crawford Sikani t-shirt and their bands on Moko Echere. So who offend, you must have an organic evolution of people coming to witness your coming to a constituency. You don't have to. Miami constituency, they bounce bro from Ashama, Tema. Why? People in Pong, can't you put in that resources to mobilize them towards your coming? Do you have to send buses to Ashama and others? Ningo pram mubasin krofu edikoy. So for me, and Ukraine me focus because 74 days to election, there is much work
to be done
before us to be done. We need to continue to exhibit credibility. I bet Check Ghana for say the NDC is ready to govern this country from this archaic mode of governance. Kofi abetina higher tauti. So why ye bibia? You don't have to start shouting.
That's the one who assignment to Akosombo Kwai now.
It was the first. It was lot. Was the first lot of Eastern Corridor. It was on the drawing board before they came. So for 8 years, now you're then.
But it's your more yet. You
have what 2020 election. 2020 election.
Yes.
I think 22nd November. And on Mampenya Akufo-Addo Kati sword wa Ashama roundabout. Said dualization of the 64-kilometer road.
Yes.
2020 election. Contractor mobilized on a creative site. Before Shire Hills. Now we about 2 months ago. And on my force contractor no and baby monkeys no one and grady side of the road. What construction are you doing? Is that construction? And baby I breno Ashama to Afienya. On traffic. It is all
I have an answer.
Oh, Kofi, I listen to you. Kofi.
Okay, go ahead.
Kofi, don't do that. You know, you had about 42 minutes
Kofi,
of talk.
Why did I have 42?
Enough for the
Kofi started talking.
Kasa meet you.
Another person is also entering.
Oh, that be on the on cap and oh, that be.
Obabe disturb you. I mean,
on the stable. Oh, there, Kasa.
Swapper.
I am.
Be best swapper there or studio.
Say if one or chair or
presidential candidate. Elegia. Nchoma 7 by Gamam who. Ekpo Gamam.
Yes.
Noji.
You saw it.
Noji.
You saw them.
What kind of campaign or call launch? Manifesto launch now.
Kochicheska on.
You saw it.
Obi.
Yes.
Ni Kofi Abubosu nyina. Sharid.
Ekwan no mo ye no.
Ni Omampenya Akufo-Addo abomodian say wa elevated the scam to a certain level and let me explain to you.
What scam?
Who?
Roads that are being done is scam.
Omampenya Akufo-Addo want to be remembered that this interchange me na me start here. Me na me here. You can't complete any of these roads.
And it's not possible saying in 3 months to be complete.
So why?
But he is starting.
8 years you are to Obama. You accounted for your first 4 years in 2020. You cut these sorts in the last 4 years.
I didn't have almost started.
3 months to
elections.
You are now pushing contractors to go back and create that scene. It's a scam. It's a scam. Are you getting me? And for me, obi this is motorway. And meaning say contractor na call hwehwe ni sika. And that is the arrangement they've done.
So when you more angels there no, we a different contract.
It's the same arrangement.
It's
how much government give Maripoma? Give me. Show me one city Maripoma.
Obi.
Government of Ghana and
I have to go and come.
Government of Ghana.
I'll let you do
education.
Or the Bema for any wunti about there to us.
Government of Ghana and these contractors have gone on certain arrangements so that they can mobilize resources, construct these roads at a BOOT.
Okay.
That is what is going to happen on the motorway. Meboa.
I'm telling you so.
That where did you BOOT? I won't say annoying. Where did you hear that?
Where's from this lie?
Play the president's speech the day they cut the sword.
Or can I say BOOT?
Missy play it.
I don't have it now, so how would I play?
Your reporters weren't there.
They were there, obviously. I'll check online and get it.
So for me, this is an investment that we are 4 years for. But
time in our air ban on our question.
You are just trying to touch every road in bits and pieces just to create your name around it.
So a bias when I'll start saying.
On my banner, yeah, Buffem say be where yeah plaques you. Just for your name to be seen that Akufo-Addo did this to erase Nkrumah's name. It won't wash. The motorway will continue to be Nkrumah's legacy.
Understand
rehabilitation of motorway will not bring Akufo-Addo's name as he having constructed the motorway.
Okay.
That's shame.
Even if so, I am the 10 lanes.
Haven't we grown to have about 20 lanes even on that stretch? So
any government that would come to do it 20 lanes, it will still be Kwame Nkrumah.
Why? There is a foundation.
Okay. Obi, Rage Hospital one is here. Rage Hospital one is here.
The rehabilitated one and I said
Rage Hospital one is here. Rage Hospital one is here. Rage Hospital one is here. Because asam na wo kano sebi enfa kwan mu Rage Hospital one is here.
Mama menye we mra me ba
Rage Hospital one is here. One now see here.
Obi nie Ekosiisen nie
Bonsua wo mene sempa de brane mamba obi som
Masomo asempa 94.7 FM Ekosiisen dwumedi no asogoso a wotie no ma yana mo asesem atwen me yakọ aba wo hwe time na no nsia enya abo an 7 minutes after 6 on Asempa FM Tuesday 24th September 2024 Midi your say bonsu ofremi obia meje so me ka say Kofi Tonto ewa ha oye special aid to the Vice President, in fact, a political assistant to the Vice President of the Republic and a leader of the NPP. Anthony Nukwenu, a regional organizer at the NDC, Greater Accra region. Kaseya yenya hoho ewo studio ha Percival Kofi Akpalu ono a leader of LPG, the Liberal Party of Ghana, and a political parties are kokoye balloting electoral commission head office and the party so he was there himself now onwa epk balls maybe from the bowl later on there were allegations he swapped or no the number one or pk for the NPP. And that conversation now dominated discussions, especially on social media, over the last few days. Wabe cancer or man be sima mienu enemy and sana or responded to that allegation, and then we continue with Kofi and Anthony Nukwenu. Percival Kofi Akpalu akwaba na pom to saying
Namina Dumobi.
Now what did the allegations you swapped o ball or PK with the NPP what?
Matisa asem ba nya nokre. Nokre wo mu nyina ne se. So video na circulate no.
Yes.
Nipa mienu neto.
Sure.
Nipa mienu no ba ko ye nua panyini Peter Macmenu.
Yes.
Na ye nua kuma
Evans ni
Mako. Atade a hye Macmenu no ntoma atade African print.
Yes.
Na Evans ni Mako so hye atade fita. Ati say asejarabia ni bi. Na also paper na another table no so no. The first paper omokoyiye na number 1. So paper
first one na is ni bogu is almost here for. First one no there were issues with it. Okay.
The chair say am church hall no see. Also ye peke no tambia ye peke first na kire wa be di kan peke first.
Peke okay.
Na ye ba acquire convention. Say party a odi kan submit form nomination when I pick first.
Okay.
Now do toso, na toso sa. It's MPP in the submit nomination first.
Okay.
Now yeah LPG, na toso second.
Okay.
It's any pick second. NDC on pick 6. Because omo edomo de kwa awia.
Okay.
Monday na awia.
Okay.
Tino na parties be
edomo de kwa.
Tino mo toso 6. Eti MPP eni ne pick ye no. Evans. O pick ye no pick 1.
Okay.
No the chire. And I must be picky.
And no in black, no.
In black, and no the color ni.
Yes.
So it's a must be picky, and I'm a picky 8.
Number 8. Okay.
To picky 8, you know. And I obi. Na me no kure ni biam sheme. Na mo say jadi already mawu.
Aden.
Me kan ho obi ati na mo say already mawu. Ma picky 8. And I was now what I didn't show no kure ya kire 8 wom. Tin ma ta de sa na
8 boy.
Right. Na mo say mawu. And I'm better as a boko.
Okay.
To make one of my obi apekini di wie. And I this for pick 7. To pick 7 we. Na say kosekero. And no man bom say, "Wo hwe ayina the way we see yi one na ohun say yisi for no ne MBB for na hye.
Kululu.
Kululu. Eti wo no babo no so boss we di gumu no. Obia examine boss na sana. Ye babe ya ade no. Obia raise objection bia. Until say Evans Mako pick 1. And this for that be almost suspected say boss no ba kubi wo mo hu say ba eno kakra pam no twa no yi sa ball no free me ko second round no me nia fifi ko to say dabi ade no ball na edigu mu no plane e tien fam go pick ayim say be obi hu ball obi an to no say wuro man say be kan no aye den no pick me suggest say me say lady bi kuta polythene bag eti mo fa polythene bag me ne fa ade ne yeden engum nyina e tia se de gum fifi kote e suggest say obi a obi university na ka wi na ka odi a kire ɛna ɔsi say obi bia mo fa nkyerɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛn twɛma last person ni nyinwie ansa na obi de ne de ayɛ ɛnam sɛ na me toso 8 ni ti no na Evans ni makon ɛna first opeke no to ne di kan ko peke ɛna ada person sin na ko peke eti me na me last but one because ne yɛ 9 ti me ko peke no me peke na CB before peke eti mama me tena se wo hwɛ video na me afi na me kokɔ tena se ti na me nyan tena se MBA me de ne kura hu ade kura yɛ den
ewom
ɛnam sɛ makmanu na old paper no number 1 no Eda
makmanu anim
ɛna kuta no
okay
ɛna Evans wo hwɛ ayina obie ayino
new one okofa
no obie free konko ni mu no ball ni mu no ɛna oyi to ye na ɛna sɛ instruction ni sɛ ma obie MBA ni dia to say the last person so obie no na ohun sɛ one no pass ma makmanu so on hwɛ sɛ wonya one eti ya now so CPP so mo ko pick on na last no ko pick ye na na o de the Bible no eye say na me anum do krani hwɛ Yakopon odi nipa mo afofie NDC wa adwene bi wo mu sɛ yisifo no ne MP fo na hyehye ho sɛ kwan bia o meyi baabi papa sɛ on the first 5 ne de na sɛ wo da baabi papa eti omo eye sa nyama ni nyina na MPP sa yi one no Nyankopon na de one ma wo mu because koma anyi one na eka NDC one ka say ha o se ka say na mu hwe mama MPP for no eti Nyankopon na ma wo sa nya one no se ka ma nwure sa yi no ena ka MPP for kura akoya yi kura bi ka MPP would have taken something different o da say but sa suspicion no ne sa ase ayina na tension na no mu create no ena Nyankopon exonerate yi for no because honestly speaking se koma sa nyi one ena ko gbe ni ada number ka ndis one because ha say ka si no mu yisi for no wie mama MPP for no that is the motive eti no obi kasa bia meme ko fia polu ko yi number 5 number 1 ena be ko ma MPP for ko number 5 then ba ko no mse woni dokita
nana wono na wote hin
na me temak manu nchen say ye ko ipaka
enti na se ni makuni a makmenu ni ena wo na before ni say na hwan na ti ni say
Boss Manasari.
Easy Boss Manasari. Okay.
Time ye ko ipaka. That is how we sit. So na me trying to know in front opposite Makmanu was Minia Dr. Omane Boama. And now opposite Nimakon
Fifi Kwete.
That has been the arrangement since. We time ye ko ipaka sa obia also Fifi Kwete Chahono was commissioner, deputy commissioner.
Yeah, Tete.
And the time be anaka commissioner no chairperson aba betino mo finfi
okay
enti time the NDC for no o say din kati o mu ba ho no mo na asana yarga mo party ni CPP na PS no mo sa o mo so wasa line so na yeso ye ne PPP no mo ne yeso sa line no so da beche no ti no nyese bia obi na allies
sitting arrangement
that has means no nyese bia obi kwa hye hu bia kwa hye hu but people feel confident comfortable sitting and that's obi can say obi koria bibi mu ma obi anya no kre
you are saying say first balls na mo pick here no
yes
first paper no nya ball
ball
ni nyina hye balls
no ball say
na hye ball
yeah it will grow hu ade kro na
you be ball ne so na way but first one am we was to determine the arrangement for picking position on the ballot paper no okay in the mofa first one offer one meaning say ona be pick first for the arrangement on the ballot paper no in first one MPP pick one and a second one so for the arrangement almost I pick one
it's now lock but this for the no more kwan no more machi because almost 36 I'm going to pick 7 it's almost I go pick 5 now I'm picking 8
oh sir
to my election we did 9
sorry
maybe I'm sorry
it won't no pick first one no pick 8 and the second one 5 okay
now I hope me that was so also last make I say yeah manifesto
launch no ho makwaya wi
and it was fantastic
oh okay
well attended
okay
and say voter register kakra
I want a stronghold
it's on me free
obi ja ko fi no corner
over to abana me nua no ono ni so to me because me kwani anwani am wo ballot no so
enya nguna se
anwani bia ni so me kwa o eti for the part ayi ni anwani bi ama
now awona no timeka
kakra say the way kaka bi chire na me kakra ma
Chona dogo.
oh da butre
akwalo ye da se
me da wase say mama so opportunity na ma clear
mate
ye 8 minutes ade no say ma ko nya me na one de no pia ni abere pe one no
sir
and this for no ni abere pe one de na mu afa no
Kofi Tonto
after the 8 omoboa na 8 no kwato bra bebre was the last election na meter 8 it na me shame no because 8 no paper no e be wa check table no
and they found
obi o do fa paper na da wadi mu no fa to table na ma intra table no e do kwato ba na no
hu de siso e be dey
what is o twi koso asuru say this for asema to
Who supporters are? And I be over than young
Mate, akpalo ye da se in the ever so di nkomo bi why we wish you very very well. Chief Baine say okay, also he said picking was based on submission. I'm confused. No, enye I'm not sure say submission of your nomination forms. No say easy. I don't know about no kase omo first no na wa de
to ballot for the real ballot.
Yes.
How the forms were
received.
That is how they picked.
But see an assassin. You see they do a first balloting to determine
that has been the
okay.
Every time they ballot first.
What happened?
Okay.
Every time they will ballot first for
who will pick first,
and then but that balloting will be who brought the
based on more nomination bar first. Okay, I think it's clearer now. Chief Baine, I hope say what no ase Ekosiisen say higher Sempa 94.7 FM enti ebeda Kofi Akpalo ase. Now I have in studio my main panel Anthony Nupenu and Kofi Tonto. Before say beko break no Kofi mama a minute or two now so will be up so correct and then I come back to Nupenu.
The Tema motorway is the first PPP road project the government is doing.
Okay.
Before, and we've tried several arrangements and it didn't work out. So then last arrangement we are more working out. You know, this is what happened. GIIF. So ni momo.
Yes. Ghana Infrastructure Investment Funds.
Yeah. I know President Mahama and
sure.
Inti omo any Ministry of Roads and a sign agreement. And they allowed GIIF to set up a subsidiary special purpose vehicle called ETEP to function as a private entity. The ETEP no, and the owner of construction na Maripoma area. So what I say. So what government is doing is that government is using ABFA, which is the annual budget funding allocation. In trade. No. This is it's not a this is something I have written about extensively.
I've not interrupted you.
And see what happens, and they say Aban is paying it in 3 tranches.
Okay.
To Maripoma through ETEP, which is the owner of the project, which ETEP belongs to GIIF.
Okay.
But ETEP is being treated as a private entity so that they can toll and pay back the Sikana from that's how it is. The oil money any day in a private arrangement. So I don't know what Nipano is talking about. Then I'm catch you say project in 3 phases. I have all the write-ups. And first phase in Amdi can say 19.5 kilometers. And on a 10 lanes, 6 concrete, 4 asphalt with 4 over changes, and then the remodel of the Kwashi motorway interchange.
Okay.
But
no, Kasa say we 10 lanes na cross still Kwame Nkrumah better.
You see, Obi, until I mean to me Busa say Ridge Hospital when you see, and then when you see, Mimi no nyina yete ade ba ko amu nyina mo kan say President Mahama na ye Ridge Hospital meboa.
Yes.
Even though President Mills started the rehabilitation process. Matiki di ama President Mahama, no problem. But hospital no ni ho ansa na President Mills eba.
No.
Ni ho ansa na President Mahama eba.
No.
Enti ade na mo ka say ye see Ridge Hospital, mo ka say colonial for ni see Ridge Hospital. You see the point that I'm making? Your papa Nkrumah and ebeye the motorway. History will be kind to him. Say indeed, there was a road called Tema Motorway. Your papa Nkrumah and ebeye. that road has been rehabilitated, and that rehabilitation, President Akufo-Addo Nebeye, does that change the history?
It doesn't.
So what is
Can I
the
have
point?
my time?
Very well. Anthony Nukwe.
Yes. I think, sir, you sent us topics, but Kofi tried to smuggle this unperformed achievement of the MPP to make the topic. But the fact still remains, sir. Ene Niagana for Bejina Swatuaba. No amount of touting of failed achievements. Say they should look at the future. Ene Kofi in future. 2016. Na abano war hands amu boy echi with the word corruption, incompetence, thievery, any niamano. Na did you forget that there was a future that the government then no was towards the future of this country? And man, I invest in the energy sector to make sure say we take Yedi Ghana be free esumu abakani amono. Now it was for that time, and I said it was for the future. And you benefit ene. The investment of the NDC government led by John Mahama in the energy sector no ene enye no mu na ewo. Investment ayeye was the education sector in terms of infrastructure. Enye ne anchor the introduction of your wholesale free SHS. So were we not looking at the future? Are you getting me?
Yes.
Mubaye, almost all our trunk roads was contractors. Muma by and Akufo-Addo na mbe stop is mu year auditing for 7 years. It is a number year 7 years audit no report no mu hu ye mu media for so mu ayedin mu mbisa.
Oh, Kakoko wrote audit report.
Apart from Koko roads, all other roads were stopped for investigation.
No, but I said the omoye specific forensic audit on ye Koko
Road forensic.
And no me the report now.
Eastern Corridor.
Eastern
Corridor. Were there no contractors on all the lots? And no doom quanta to Damanku. Audit omoye was akwan. Why are they not constructing that road? Are you getting me? So every government was investing for the future. But mu jina simply to say ye akronfo. Nyama enim nyina mu kan. And then you are here in this studio calling on Ghana for say they should look at the future. Nya Ghana for pe ni say or how na titi omu komene no omu be hinha omu. And it said 3 months to elections na who push contractors omu call roads. Enfa machines go ho adichia no mu di akoniaba was our stretch no so name so mu yakwan it won't wash. Because you have no good intention, say you are constructing those roads. This charade will not continue in this country. Just after elections, they will not see contractors. 2020, these same contractors were parading these same corridors of road, apart from the motorway. And look where motor agents buy. Nobody here did it. Ye election, ye anti motor agents nka some $2 million has been paid to them for walking the stretch every morning with bicycles. Some years of it. $2 million. And Ghanaians feel the hardship you have imposed on them. The banger is the corruption under this government, which you media people have failed to talk about.
Hey, now
today,
talk about
of course, today, you media people want NDC to expose corruption under MPP.
How?
But under John Mahama, you were the people who think you were uncovering corruption under John Mahama. Where are your lenses today under Akufo-Addo and Bawumia?
The media, media houses are corruption investigation. What's it?
Eba Muka.
Oh,
Anthony Nukwe. Eba Muka. Look, you the media, you are disappointing this country. Big
corruption way when the buyer media nanka catch me. Kabako me.
Ministry of Finance $35 million Akufo-Addo base spare parts supply to
no honorable Okuja to now I'm on a granting the interview no.
Okay.
No, when
the politician brings out issues like this, I expect the media to now carry it and go into it and bring whether it is a fact or it's not a fact. But you want that politician again to continue doing the expose. It is not a healthy way of journalism. I don't think so.
Okay, feedback. Well, no, even though I disagree with you,
You will disagree, but
Well,
if it's under NDC, you will not disagree with me.
I will.
You will not take it as your handbag every day. Uba bomu ti se dondo. But a buyer share sasia ye wia a ye tuntom no cheap yi. Ni nyina ye de tudwa mu pese the same politicians to continue talking about it. Now I say ye kasa, but the media is not interested in uncovering the rot, the criminality under this government. So for me, Kofi, you have followed your flag bearer, and I know the reception and what you see is not enthused
and yet encouraging.
It's not encouraging you. You're not being encouraged about. Look,
campaign. No,
sometimes I look at persons like Kwabena Japan
yes.
on stage, and I see the facial look, and I say, Charlie,
Enkoye, on you excited.
Mikai, Omuko Ablekuma Saf, Okankwe Saf on the stage, Nana Komiasi, like he felt like seeing a hole and dropping himself in.
Nana come here.
Of course.
Na Enkoye.
Because Nanya Frankatuni ni not for him, he's a senior politician. What the man was even speaking about was not resonating with the people there. I get him. And for me, I won't come here and teach them their short force. 7th December election is about 1, the bread and butter issue. 2, it's about what Ghanaians feel should happen in their life in the next generations. Because as we speak today, tell me, where is the legacy for Ghanaians? When the ability level of water sources is around 14,000, whatever. In Tiochina, Wuma, Matisa would do Marco Abruchi. When you ask a woman, you cut the ability level at that level, on Beba back. You see, and I am Shishiano. Me, I partly grew up in Achima Safo and Achim Ekropon. And ne, uko Achim Ekropon, udu en name, se one top pure water, you can't have any source. But now you see your friend in Mrimpong. There were 2 water bodies there, Bobby Tree and Mrimpong. Mrimpong was the drinking water. Bobby Tree no any some reddish into for other Dwarenis and those time the whole community had only one borehole, and it even had to pump. And we call pump here sometimes and yet too good. But those time galamsey never ho. Sometimes unam yetimiko fum na nsuo to. Se be twa mrimpo na e yire a obi ampeso be twantu be gina ho. Utimi gina ho na hu sika kokko. One day na me ni abaku na nka nsuo fan because na okofa na me na tia no because oyese okofa na ade na move.
Okay.
And then the first time you who gold. Now see those gold they don't pick them. People who pick them omo do so happy now.
We know on into Kasa.
Omo amu picking, they also have a special way of getting at them. And then the water is no more to be seen. And those are the tributaries of Brim. Are you getting me? That is the level of how ene kwaye mu for ebre. Enti se uti kwaye mu na nneema we akoso na usan di blue, red and white echichiri okon. And then one person you don't want a life for yourself. And it is not the citizens, and yes citizens that was in Kranasino and I say nsuo no. E ya manofo MPP for e ho na ketije fo ayeni so called small scale no dudu no
e ya na so wanya abotre
manya abotre be
say unim say small scale nya small scale bia na illegal in the obi
e legal an kai ko shi ni machines wo honum baby am ko shi ni machines about 8 no e legal an kai shi He didn't have a license.
But she went to court, you know that.
And the court said what?
So the matter is still sub judice.
Did you hear the word any idiot can go to court?
Oh no, that's a way you don't apply that here. But
and now who Akontombra youth. What on video no? Akontombra youth. Chasing galamseyers. Omo chrome for mienu ekita pump action. They zoom on them and took the guns and arrested them.
But that's the way to go. I was a communities new only fight, no. It's a good example.
The excavators there were not owned by those boys.
Yeah.
But see how foolishly they were armed to shoot at their own brothers. People. I don't know. You don't have the video. I will look for it and send to you. Are you getting me? Enti nyama way and the da Ghana for akumaso. Kronwa akoso aban we. Nkran for asa Samuel lutie amotom no ti say achomo. Asasi ni kwaya ni nsu amu ase wo krom ha. Se mu betu 68 small scale licenses. Then is over 1,000. Who has destroyed the forest? Who has destroyed the water bodies?
But is that not a positive development?
Positive development into distraction.
Hold on. The reason being that one of the things we complained about, and it's a Minerals Commission licensing processes no is slow, and they push it in conform with illegal mining. And to make sure you fast track the process, no be any license, no etimia juma kama. It having issued more licenses in itself is not a bad thing.
Issuing licenses to destroy the environment, you tell me I should praise it. You've given more people the opportunity to go and destroy our forest cover, our water. That is the source of life for me, you, and unborn generations. You tell me I should be happy. I sent a message to your friend, the Mineral Commission boss, Oreisi.
Yeah.
He hasn't replied me to today. Worry deeper. That he should tell me whether these things that are on social media, the devastation in the forest and the destruction of the water, is part of the achievement he's starting. Because your responsibility is that if you give Anthony Nukpenu a concession, you must put in mechanism to make sure that Anthony Nukpenu's mining is responsible, is environmentally friendly, is protecting the forest and the water. You don't give me a blank check. Are you getting me?
Okay.
80, nobody is against mining, but we cannot sit down and have people, partisan people, especially the MPP, destroy our water and forest, and they come and tell us that we are all the same. We are not the same. NDC and the NDC, what was the stability level of water bodies in this country? And today, 14,000 NTU. It cannot be distilled.
Anthony.
And you want us to be proud. And you calling Ghanaians to vote for Baumia, who has no policy of how we will go over this kind of canker, this distraction. Where is your policy on responsible mining? Rhetorics. You go to Kpong and you are telling them, when the people of Kpong are looking for pragmatic solutions to the deplorable nature of roads, you are telling them, do we mine in Kpong, Katamanzo? You go to places, you don't even have a core message that resonates with the people. You go and tell and you go a message that Zuarungu people will be happy with. Because Zuarungu now become Mpuanu message. Is this one to a politician? Is this one to a politician to be voted for? Ghanaians should get serious and look at 7 December. John Dramani Mahama, number 8. The umbrella. We will not renege on Anthony Nupenu. Kofi.
You see, Obi.
I wonder you sitting here coming for Baumia.
Is this one a politician? That denigration. So, Sebi, any DIM farmer paying for. Is this one a politician? Meanwhile, who support you be a or no dear? Ya the Ghana 2 million ashen and so. Ya the Ghana you 2 million and so. And a Ghana for training soon tonto.
Udinu.
Omo training soon tonto, no more training premier no so. Nini no almost one sem fata. ono kra wo so ye politician obedi nachi de Ghana for say won sem fata so obedi so mpremienu one with 1 million votes, one with 500,000 votes, unprecedented in the history of our republic. Ono kra no so obedi nachi ono kra so a politician obedi nachi. Let's not get into denigrations, because in some way betimi aka fa yewura Mahama ho no time. Let's not go there. Ono do ayo mampanyida ba omianya mampanyida ono de oyeseso boafo Ghana fo mfa tumi hye ne nsa sa onkoye bibia ya de tumi ni hye yewura Kufuado nsa e na oboa yewura Kufuado uti ha say wunni ba omiani policy bia on mining. Obi, is that true? Is that the case? Baumia did the policy, the manifesto by from February 7th, ebesine, from the broader contours of his ideas to the manifesto. What to say, even a civil society group or any group of people, including the NDC, have been able to take any of the policies and say policy way there, papa. What to be? Mami, one example. Say Baumia policy way there, papa. What to be? Obi mi busa ye din komo. Not a single from February 7th to now. Even the opposition, the NDC, has not been able to take a single policy from this book and say where the nya papa you have not. The all can say I who ideas when you know then I will implementing it now. They mo can no. Which is an absurd argument anyways, because
the media is absurd.
The argument, I didn't say the media is absurd.
They asked him.
The argument is absurd. Because to me no need to me obetimi dia bibia sisi e.
Go to me so air drill. Or air drip.
We need to me obetimi dia bibia sisi.
Charlie.
The owo to me obetimi aye ne se obetimi de nsusuye ne adwene aba. O de nsusuye ne adwene ne ba. Ne panyi a wosom no betimi agye atoma na onyi ntum. O de nsusuye 33 na aba drip beka ho 34. Ena ne panyi ni se saade we ni saade we die megitum se beboa de me pese meye enti kone koye ne fa boa me ba mu masem a mo kan se aden na onye saade ni nyina asisi e aden na onka se tax o pese o ye ni sisi a onye ni sisi e wonsi unim se Ghana amamra mu no de ye otimi de tax ba no eyo mampanyi ne betwere gu ne budget mu de akọ na parliament approve. Baby and where cast a vice president betime the budget introduce you tax and ameboa. Is there any way in our constitution that a vice president can introduce a tax?
No.
Or take away a tax?
No.
No. Ntina me say mumu NDC for masama mo can I upset. And Toby, let's not get into denigration. Yera Mahmoud Baumia de a whole about 4 pages on his ideas on mining about my bet na be braka ma chire mu say waka say it was 7 gold belts gold aka Ghana for betimi to 5 billion ounces of gold, which translates to about $10 billion. Waka say ade ba ko e challenges eba with illegal mining near the trial and error. Ko mabru ni sheda ni baby e wonti o motise ha gold ho no makofuntum asase no. Into Obama geological survey for $10 million every year. Omode be that survey to see where the gold is, and then you will be creating district mining committees. Omobe work to determine say when benya concession be when be and give them a temporary license. Na minerals commission approve. Or the sanema we nyina ba. No other ideas. Nobody has challenged any of the ideas. In fact, from mining communities, from business communities, all over Obiasin, someone wokano sabe abawum. So what are you talking about?
Asempa
Obi
FM.
media. Ene ade ba ko me ba ha me beka ho asem. Ane dam asem ne so pae democracy hub for nsem na e ba. You see, ekuo no your friend is saying
Democracy hub.
Democracy as you say.
Yes, and kabi mamin kabi, but I kabi mamin kabi.
Okay. Dodo amemo. Kebi mami kebi. You can have different explanations.
Sure.
Enti se oka se democracy harbor. Na o chire mu akose tenabia ye kebi mami kebi ana tenabia ye dodo ayden amemo. Sa dodo amemo a Ghana fo agye atum no so no. Ya ye homra. A ye friend say 1992 constitution. Meboa. 1992 constitution ye won nema bi a eti akra. Ebi ni de friend coup d'etat. Meboa. Abrantie yi share na true trust amase no ye ka kire mu. Media for any civil society organizations. Ben fie mienu ni na branch and through to Facebook say or pese coup d'etat ba Ghana. So okay. He wrote it on his wall.
Even a matter in court.
Yes, even a matter in court. Say or pese coup d'etat ba Ghana. Emra ye mu bi sorry kaseti ase no. Sa aban ni mpo ye bibi na wani nso a. Aban ni kira kwan a wobetimi afa so I express it with displeasure. Ebi ni se obekwa akoto abeti aban no, ebi ni se obey demonstration, ebi ni se obetro newspaper articles. So many ways. Betimi asset pressure group. All manner of ways are emra ma ho kwan. Ba coup d'etat de emra ma ho kwan. Mo amu fie ha multimedia ha nsentwerofo mpanyimfo bi tena ha e ka se de akra ne kan no boni bi ani ho. So I can't say coup d'etat Ghana binding na kogina court no Ghana bind mom na ye bone yefo so odi akra na kogina court na akra ne ka say coup d'etat bone bia mo amufie ha. Senior journalists in this country said that and defended him. Oye anu wie no anso
Asempa FM.
And odi di asoja fo atem so kan trogu ni Facebook wall. The soldier for them, and also civil society ante, senior journalists for ante, or super or more kind of becca, and also more defending. None no didn't crack a command. A year police force or person ye tia galamse. Na galamse saying so. They bet me kum Ghana for tiani yepa. The argument they made, why they are doing what they are doing. Modern crata no coin a police force, baby, I'm a person where ye children in the honeyamano. Ebi ntwa yi ntino munda ne dane ani kakra nka police fo kra kwaje injunction na later mu nyina mu nyante ase se mo beye mo demonstration police fo ma mo hotumi krata na no fiada asesen na mo share demonstration ase obi mo share demonstration ase a ade edi kan a mo ye ne kan ye trutrasem mo se mo ye democracy hub a Ghana mamra ma mutumi bom ho ban sa Ghana mamranum esa bo menso obi mene wonso ye ho ban ebo ye japade ho ban emrantie itisi abonten a the first thing omo ye ne say omo kosai nkofo japade obi mebo akase mebo
omo say enra mene convenience ne bi di omo say mo nkyere omo japade kra omo say japade be
ukofa obi billboard na wo say na the billboard does it belong to him? Enipa na obetena ha na does the billboard belong to him? Okosuku no ye ka kire ne say obi billboard si wa ne papa dia. Is billboard not a property of somebody? Is a poster not a property of somebody? Where in the constitution does it give them the right to go and destroy obi property? Ude sanka obusa no sa question obusa no. Say Ghana mamra no he na man say to me no. Ana moko say for property. MPP mabunu subufu ye say no. Yentena se mamu ni say to trust am na nyamra sam no. Omo su sorry waka. Omo hu say MPP mabunu na asori waka no na omo ja asansem hunu no. Omo ja asansem hunu ni wie ye no. The next thing omo kwaye ne say 37 military hospital a sabi ye nyina ya ho dodo ye a eho ne ye be kono. Ye papa Mills ho dodo no ho ne ye de no call me his soul rest in peace. Ye papa Amisa ata ho dodo no eho ne ye de no call me his soul rest in peace. Na kire say ayare sabia sonko a sabi ye mu bia se nyame amfa kwan mu a eho ne ye de ye be ko. Ana mu ko gina ho say ho na mu be ye oye kire no. Police for bo mo so asem mranti ade amu ye eye wu asem na mu di ho agrosa no. In fact, papa ba ku bi bae na okọ hospital one was mranti mo alright say mo be kire madwene. Ba ba bia mu gina amu ye oye kire de emwa. Efi say sa ambulance ba obi bi ba ha na be fa. Ti e be sere mo. montwe mo ho kakra na ye maame nom ene ye papa nom ne ye nuanom ma da ho efri abrante ba kwa no a sabi Ghana for ye moa. This is what the guy said. Ghanaians are animals anyways. And there's nothing wrong if some of them die. I'm sure you've heard the tape. So what's the tape no? Abrante na your friend Ralph na ono ne ko bubu cathedral oko entire
who friend in cathedral.
Please let me talk. We are betimi aka.
Who can na ekowenu?
Oko ho ekwa say ni
Anthony manenka so we am.
Also ko bubu cathedral.
Cathedral site on your man.
On Ghana here.
Owie
no Ghana no.
Owie no. Ena papa ni busa na say what's he saying? What's Ghana for ye moa anyways. Ebu wu a ense hwe. Ena papa ni busa na say na wo maame na da ho ena nko wu a be kan say me maame nye Ghana ni. Ti me mfa ho. These are the people a civil society for bo by no. Ko social media ne ko hwe. Writing thesis upon thesis. Say Aban F infringing on their right to demonstrate. First of all, that is it's a palpable lie. And truck a see a dikan civil society for ni be pedo. Aban NC omu kwan be bia da say e mo nyomu demonstration. The omu ye no na ye unlawful assembly. Wakwa block hospital. Aban say twen ho ase won twen ho. Ya ka tro say nipa be wu ase Ghana for ye moa anyways omu wu ahwema. Obi ensi hwa police for a barricade yes had your mamunko abrantia voma wono sorry ya barricade na police for ya no ode na ho ode wo pupu barricade ni nyina agu fom police na dia na wo kire afei die police for car esi hwa ki esi ani no abrantia ni dimirika no akowura police for car no atuki no otuki no dimirika transformer bisi ho no atuki na to ayina a protected transformer no adenti no otuki ni onim se police ni bi ya na adwen so okofa be den e be electrocute no eti ho na o kire se wo be wu kura wo police ni wo be wu kura me mfa ho koto to transformer ni. These are the irresponsible people we are talking about. And people want us to believe that these irresponsible people somehow aban tietie omo fa hodi so. Now ni ma de ye nyatwempa e wo mu kese. Ade amrante no kogina ho omo so omo ye ne se ensuwa ne ade a ye nom no se ne betime akunipa ana meboa. Enu ti na mokoye ye kire no. Mu a mode saa adwenipo we koye saa ye kire no mu wie ya mo se Ghana fo ye moa ebi wu anya hwe. Does that make sense to you? So you don't care about that for what may who say enya Ghana fo be wu na hia wo eye political agenda bi a wo so wo be ye niam agu aban bi hu fin every say obi I know for example said they are funded by a lot of foreign entities. George Soros Foundation funded some of their activities. Of course, they will not know the degree of mesa but they will create the impression say omu pushy democracy because George Soros Foundation encourages democracy. Then they will take the money. So what they are doing now, one of their strategies, and they say, provoke the police. Ya niema Obama police for no buofu, no man reacting. But man, you know when who say Ghana for police for so do baby, or man will say no, we are not interested in stopping you from demonstrating. What we are interested in is say obey a responsible demonstration. Et you provoke police for na to the extent say. Mami penyi bi a wo mu ko ba bi a na ni kwan so ko na police fo pagya no emra police fo pagya no mu twa video no mu circulate social media to create the impression say police fo ne de o mu say ye den ekeka wo
mami na no ne baba bi na
I don't know which but we there no share red top bisa e no mu so no mu na o kekam na den na police fo no e de na eko
Kofi.
Oh yeah, I've seen the video. No,
the woman was part of the demonstrators.
But what have I said?
Speaking as if not Namni baby no Mudi.
How can I say that? Missing demonstrators want some Namikan. How can I be speaking about your number?
Was it my opinion not baby?
What the baby saying? Demonstrators want some Namikan. Mammy Pen, you know, can demonstrators. And then they got that video, and then they started sharing the video. Started sharing the video to create the impression, say, Aban Yeden, attack you. Obi ni wa obesi obi fa ahodi ho kwan. Ba Ghana mamra ne kire say baby a wo fa ahodi ekopem no na me de ye den e hya ase. So opese o ye kire mra wo kwan e se fa so ye kire. Untimi ko say obi ajapade. Untimi ko block hospital. Untimi frɛ Ghana for say e moa. Untimi ko antagonize police for and fa police for ajapade and tontwene and say no. You can't do that. Somehow the civil society organizations, I'm yet to see a single one of them what issue statements say, look, young guys, you have a right to demonstrate. But Kwanya Mofasono is not how you demonstrate in this country. Okay. Go and see what they are doing on social media. Defending these irresponsible behaviors. In the name of democracy. Say democracy na saying.
Kofi,
you allow irresponsible people who are not democratic in nature. Because they have proven to us that their actions and inactions are all undemocratic. They have called for coup d'etats. They have insulted the military. They have attacked people's properties. And somehow people want us to believe say omoneye nation saviors.
Kofi Tonto.
They are reckless, irresponsible people.
Abutre and Obi, you are protesting because you want the right things to be done. You want the law to work, and more because you know the law. Yet you engage in such reckless lawlessness, such disgraceful conduct of people who are called to the bar, a PhD candidate and an adult, all in the name of some protest. That's how low and untidy his conduct is. To enter into the official vehicle of the police, remove the car key, throw it away, and be engaging in an altercation with the police. Obi, I'm always skeptical of the sincerity of some of these social and political activists all over the place. Nothing patriotic. They are covertly rented and sponsored to misbehave just for someone's gain and another person's pain. That's all. Beyond that, why should an adult who is a PhD student and a man of the bar embarrass himself in such a horrible manner? Very reprehensible. Pijero Ewo Takrade. Obi, 10 of the demonstrators have been remanded for 2 weeks. Now, if you don't have anyone to come to your aid, what would you do? Sometimes people should think, Nana Amponsa Bediakon. Hey, Obi, tell Kofi that all the plenty talks about road projects and other ongoing projects will not change anything. It's all about Krokro the Jong, since the breaking the 8 was broken with JDM picking number 8 on the ballot. Please tell Kofi that due to the high level of corruption, nepotism, bad governance, insecurity, and the economic mismanagement, Obi, even if Kofi and his MPP put known MPP foot soldiers at the EC as returning officers at all police stations, they will still go to opposition. Vigilance and protection of the ballot is what we the people will do come election day. Paul De Suso.
I knew it was Paul.
Yeah, Paul De Suso. Where say Obi, tell Anthony Nukpenu that we, the floating voters, are listening to the two candidates and will vote based on their policies. We don't want 24-hour nightclubs. On corruption, I can mention Sednam Tamaklo and Bafo Boni of the NDC who have been sentenced to prison terms. Tell Nupenu to give us one tried corruption case with a culprit sentenced. They told similar lies in 2008, but could not jail even a DCE from 2009 to 2016. On flag bearer campaigns, I only hear attacks from JM whilst Bawumia is churning out policies. Bawumia is explaining policies and JM is verbally attacking everyone. Junior Ewo Tantra Hills. Nedia or Nodia Ba Enono. Let me see. Okay. Mamimra Nupenu.
Obi.
What
is the topic?
Now, that's what I see the topics.
You allow Kofi to determine the topics.
But the Democracy Hub protest are a part of the topics.
I think I've been involved in
demonstration
in Greater Accra for quite some time now. Now demonstration be any nibutae ni ntia obeka say
demonstration sure
obetwa come police for. You don't need their permit, but you need them to
notify them
because there is a law that give all of us that right. And some will receive krata or invite you. Then to them person move route to church no so based on their own intelligence and whatever they will say okay you see at the end of the day we all agree on a common platform. So whatever discussion occurs between the Ghana Police Service and democracy, I'm not privy
to it.
We only heard Grace Asiedu also. Former charge in Ibano or ACP no. Charge now OTRCD and I said, is that man still alive?
Say be actually there.
I organized a press conference here and he explained some of the issues.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know there was going to be demonstration until TV3 na me who say or HB Kosu and so one way or the other I mean who say Ghana Police Service still is not prepared for crowd control because
from everything you saw
they were a handful.
Yeah, no so I think they probably 30 something.
The police there were more than the people.
Sure.
And still they couldn't control them. I was so ashamed of myself. The Ghana Police Service in Ini. What is happening?
Control no will be in what I say.
And also it is not about arresting.
So how would they control them?
Less than 100 people demonstrating, and police with all your accoutrement there, you couldn't control the road and give them a space. And these young men were all scattered over, giving the police hell of time. And I'm beside say, what kind of crowd management practice is this? Because I still believe say the road is a dual carriage.
Yes.
You can cordon off one and make sure your men position them in one lane and they should do what they would do. But it was like a full day. So one way or the other, because a police for no, and they allow these guys to give them a hell of time until all the nuances started. So it behoves on the police administration to relook at their crowd control measures and get people trained for some of these things. Assuming say demonstration here Tuesday resulted in this kind of Ghana Police Service control.
I didn't know resulting in that. That's the question you should ask yourself. Because you acted responsibly.
It's a legitimate question.
Why didn't yours act like that? You acted responsibly.
Listen.
That's the point.
In as much as organizers of demonstration who have a good intention of what they want to do, there are always
miscreants in the system.
So if you have about 10-20 miscreants within this organization and you couldn't control it, if the thousands that poured on the road on Tuesday, because Tuesday demonstration was about 7 lots, we were in about 7 groups, huge groups.
Accra had it.
Yes.
When I organize it, Nipanana. Regional organizer.
Assuming say what
from the buyer.
I found a bad demonstration.
Oh wait.
Oh no, so much me in form. On base they are form.
Question I will be saying.
Say be somebody can.
So be basu be now the obo for here na buy.
We can say be basu.
No, now we can say ba me.
One can say be basu.
Kofi Umbasi.
Who demonstration from the buy.
Demonstration.
Who the end of from the buy.
Drone na fan call demonstration.
Mo the helicopter na mo the trim mo. Helicopter na mo the trim. Once when mo go as. Once I expose you. That
what? Demonstration embassy. Demonstration embassy Okruma.
To embassy here.
Yes, you provide transport for people to come.
I see.
What is wrong?
I see.
But we don't provide transport for internal party organization.
Na there be mumu there na mu fini.
This is for regional rally.
There na mu members fini je na eba.
Who be regional rally?
There be mumu member mu fini je na eba. Omunya intern.
Me kwa shama kwa rally na ma assistant Kofi Tonto.
Omunya intern. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What is your problem?
Who's exposing?
Saying
Bus party, mu basing for to everyone. Why exposing?
You don't have a case. Who name Niauka? Enti, assuming say one of the lots,
Yes.
Yenyasa breaking into creating mayhem.
Technical argument.
I wonder how the police could have controlled that.
Oh, okay.
So for me, the police have a lot of work to do in terms of organizing towards demonstrators.
I'm a technical expert now.
Kofi na metia na okasa e.
Some no dey technical.
Asema na me ka you who fan who
use jargons do na
jargon na me use. Kofi is not a legitimate concern.
Your point is
a handful of demonstrators. Ghanaian police service couldn't control them and they misbehaved. It's not a concern for me.
But controlling them means arresting them means
it is not
putting
about
them
arrest.
in a, so how would you do it when people are exhibiting
less than
violent
100
tendencies? So where
people
they
come on the street of Accra, say by a demonstration. You put over 150 police, full armed, and those about 10 to 15 people in that trample over you. It's a concern to me as a Ghanaian.
Okay.
That when we have a multitude, we have cases at hand.
Okay.
So the police need to revise their way of controlling demonstrators.
Okay.
And make sure they put all of us in check. Enemy concern. As to Niamani Bina Ekosiisen, nobody, no rational Ghanaian ever successful. You have a legitimate cause. You are telling the government say, insure say, quiet say, a future and editoriality into a true Adrian Basu. As we speak today, a lot of CSOs were on the street with placard from morning. Am I lying? I don't think they notified the police. They were at intersections to show their displeasure on what is happening in the forest.
I know they have to notify the police. Say a form of them.
Whether they notify or I don't know. That is a legitimate
way
of drawing the Mampam government attention. Say don't ye bomu nsonu say quiet ni say since 2 weeks ago about 3 weeks ago Ghana water company edi asemi tu dwa health service for a issue statement NAGRAT omunyina issue statement more and more excavators are entering the forest zones. So this Mampam government we bubuna edria they say on the locks in Ashomasu they don't want to do anything.
Okay.
And Nyame can say omo issue statement ni ultimatum amoti ho and nothing is being done and you are quiet, you are being hypocritical.
And I know can't no.
All those organizations who issue the statements, lay down your tools.
Hey.
Yes.
Say ABR based on negotiations.
Which negotiation? Which negotiation? Every concerned Ghanaian and rational Ghanaian should be calling for the head of the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. He has no business leading the fight against Galamsey when under his watch for this almost 4 years we've gone from bad to worse in terms of illegal mining. So if you really want your worst to be taken serious by the government, you should be asking the president to relieve Abu Jinapo. Then Doji Numekevo I'm relieving from NSA.
Doji
NSA Director General.
Also then or
Taxi your stadium see and says and over appointing an annual.
Nidine they saying
Doji Numekevo.
Numekevo.
Yes.
Okay.
Your stadiums and deteriorating and said over appointed a brand 3 or so 4 months ago.
I know what's here.
But you announcing say CAF say yentimi bob ball or your parks o man penya kufodo ono oye votarian nti when you nefi aban no
no penu so ye jais
legitimate thing I'm telling you when you nefi
I don't know what to say. Why are you always in tribal politics?
You media should be asking President Akufo-Addo the stadiums of Ghana deteriorated before you appointed Numekevo. Why are you sacrificing him because CAF has banned
But you should retract what you said.
I won't retract today. I won't retract tomorrow.
You should retract what you said.
You should
it's very bad.
Retract from me.
Very, very bad.
You see?
Why?
Is it because he's my brother?
No. Radio so you are a party official.
Yeah, of course.
You know what that will do?
I thought of it well before I'm saying it.
No, but you don't use this
because
a platform
Coco
like
Football
this.
Bono, he is not part of it.
You don't use a platform like this for that.
But
and yet,
is it
because BBA free how man for fun is serious. You don't know the impact.
So I withdraw with all apology that I am aligning because he comes from a certain tribal orientation. But my question still remains. Say,
sacrifice.
This young man was not part of NSA. I know he was a consular in some country. And now, Obe contesti Sege primaries and Owini here.
Okay.
And now Peja and say, oh yeah, Director General about 4 months ago. Before Beko NSA, na paxi problems no ho. And yet then, and the Peja on Unque Unifi. But the directors of the NSA are still at post. The directors who are taking big salaries more than those you know make for. What sacrificing? Your Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, who inherited a forest zone and forest cover of multitudes, and then under his watch, were deteriorating, were raining in our MIS USA. And who dear, who darling boy, who kitenimu. Oma penny way, yet me jinidi. Ye jinidi ye. Na bede che oye frankatuni ma MPP ye jinidi ye. No. Enuti, I'm calling on Ghanaians today. Baby, I do 74 days to election. We NDC ni. Me bo abasu juma obieye. So ni. Muma share sapo mudin. Eneriko. Ye wanyama mienu miensa. Ese di tu Ghana for akuma so.
Okay.
Emo muti asiye. Ye wa frankatuni a oye bema ni onyem ni. Ahonfe ojinem. Nimdie ojinem. Eno ena ese di Ghana for mo hu ni yie.
Okay.
No mo hye no so. Ye second thing ye NDC ahyenso di ye umbrella. Enti
say the mo bro.
Number 8, number 1, number 5, number 7, number
umbrella no so
numerologists for with their own interpretation. Religious
and then some just figure software what they are not here
spiritual with their own interpretation. Other
the bottom line say umbrella.
Other persons who come with their own interpretation.
Okay.
The NDC interpretation
is the
on
umbrella.
the ballot is that we place number 8 on a 13-member ballot.
Yes.
We have a gentleman with a very humble and then attractive face. We have a symbol that
is the umbrella.
Attracts, which is the umbrella. And then clean your hand, thumbprint and put by the box. Clean your hand well and fold.
Anthony Lupeno.
Let's make sure we break the criminality, we break the thievery.
Okay.
Under Ekufuado and
Baumia. He's the kingpin of corruption.
Oh.
He's a failed presidential person.
Shame.
Who have failed multiple times.
Okay,
and you know, kingpin of corruption and a failure cannot be the solution to anybody. In fact, Eba Galamsey, Oji Tumuse was failing and he's a failure.
Kofi, you are not